wireless. Begin transmission.
Transmission commencing.
Sir, would you mind introducing yourself?
I am Rocky Sawyer, a steampunk extraordinaire, so to speak.
You have a lot of costumes in and around this sort of military genre and a really long background of military reenactment, is that correct?
Yes, with the exception of the one I'm wearing, which is my rather Sunday go to meet the civilian outfit. Please vote for me. But as you do this, and you're doing the reenacting of it, sometimes you can get burnt out. And I loved my history, but there was the artistic side of me also that didn't always get out.
Right.
And then came along, about 10 years ago or so like that, no, just going 11 now, I started seeing this steampunk idea. And I was like, this is really awesome. One, I love making stuff, I really do. The military part of it, I realized, well, here's a place I can do my art. I don't have to make it perfect. With this, I found a lot of the military knowledge I had, and also a lot of the items I already had as far as costuming and clothing for that could be easily blended into the complete fanciful ideas of steampunk and to create those military aspects.
And tell me about some of the creations that you've made. You have a lot of really cool guns and that sort of thing, and this jetpack here, which is amazing. So tell me about how those things come together.
Okay, well, go back here. Actually, one of the first costumes I did, and he didn't look like this, but I created my commander, airship commander. It looked similar, didn't have this coat yet.
Right.
Had a different coat. This particular coat I found in a thrift store for $5. It's a Nautica sailing jacket that's canvas, basically a peacoat style, and it fit me. Oh wow, $5. Okay, now this will be my commander's outfit. Again, so blended this military aspect of it and started just putting that together. Now, the other aspect, this came about in a different fashion in the fact that true, it has all my military aspects to it, but for a little while in my life, I was actually selling kilts, going around the country for a particular company, and I had several. Well, at some point during this, with my steampunk, mind working all the time anyway, I thought, well, what could be scarier than a flying Scotsman with a more World War I style accoutrements, because they're easier to get, and the jetpack, which is, again, all basically thrift store finds and pieces that were created and put together. Some people don't wear uniforms well. They don't have that. They don't have the stance, or they look slouchy, and they just don't carry it very well. But some people carry different outfits better. Through my reenacting and stuff like that, I was a Civil War field and line officer for quite a while, and on a number of occasions, I literally commanded a battalion of reenactors. So over this time, I learned those skills to be able to carry it. And I transferred it into doing steampunk.
So when you put on your steampunk persona, the way you carry yourself as a commander. This is big a part of the costume is wearing the suit. But you could wear it and not carry it be all slouchy. It wouldn't look right.
Come on. If I put on this hat and then sat there and kind of went, yo, it really, you're like, what? That doesn't work.
Right.
So if you stand tall and carry yourself and walk and talk like it, that doesn't matter whether you are a commander or you ever are. If you play, you're just playing a character.
Right.
In doing this one, he's not a commander. He's a corporal.
Right.
He's a working man. And actually, in one of the costume contests, I actually had one of the judges look at me as I was starting to walk away, and he said, "Well, thank you, sir." And I turned around to, "Sir, excuse me, gentlemen, but I'm a working man. You don't need to call me sir."
Well, thank you very much for talking to me today. It was great to see you again.
Oh yes, thank you very much. It's been enjoyable.
We'll be back with more information and more good stuff from Marble City Comic Con coming soon.